Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You all may be seated. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, cherished family and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. As I stand before you, I am filled with a mixture of excitement, nostalgia, and immense pride. Excitement because we made it. Nostalgia as I think about our senior sunrise, and pride thinking about our last time singing Around the Lion. It is a true honor to address you as your senior class president on this momentous occasion. We began this journey 4 years ago, stepping into the Leon halls, or opening our Chromebooks and going to Zoom, with wide eyes and open hearts, eager to discover what high school has in store for us. We've grown together, shared countless memories, and faced obstacles that seemed challenging at times. But through it all, we've supported one another. And today, we stand here as a testament to our resilience, determination, and unity. High school has been a unique adventure for us. We've experienced the thrill of victory in sports and competitions, the satisfaction of mastering a difficult subject, and the joy of building lifelong friendships. We've also navigated the ups and downs of adolescence and learning valuable lessons about who we are and who we want to become. One lesson that resonates deeply with me is encapsulated in the words of the legendary Dolly Parton, who wisely said, "To see the rainbow, you gotta put up with the storm." This quote beautifully encaptures our high school experience. We've encountered storms, whether they were academic pressures, personal struggles, or the unpredicted challenges of the global pandemic. These storms tested our resolve and pushed us to our limits, but they also brought our strength, resilience, and determination. Through each storm, we supported one another, finding comfort and encouragement in our shared experiences. We discovered the most beautiful rainbows often appear after the most challenging storms. Our achievements today are those rainbows, the vibrant and hopeful outcomes of our perseverance and hard work. As we prepare to embark on the next phase of our lives, whether it be further education, entering the workforce, or exploring new paths, let us carry with us lessons we've learned here. Let us remember the power of community, the importance of kindness, and the value of hard work. Let us strive to be the best version of ourselves, always seeking to make a positive impact in the world around us. To our teachers and administrators, thank you for your unwavering support and guidance. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also inspired us to think critically and dream big and believe in our potential. To our families, thank you for your unconditional love and encouragement. Your sacrifices and support have been the foundation upon which we built our successes. And to my fellow graduates, I leave you with this thought. From President Barack Obama, our destiny is not written for us, it's written by us. Class of 2024, we did it. We've been standing on business all year. Here's to the memories we've made, the dreams we're pursuing, and the bright futures that await us. Thank you.
How about another round of applause for Aria Fisher, your senior class president? All right, first thing first, we have to document that tonight actually happened. Hopefully you all did something fun, but not too fun in that photo. They don't have to crop you out. Nothing like a good old-fashioned Leon High School graduation. Woo! To Leon, we all sing to thee. Faithful we'll always be to our dear old alma mater. 117th graduating class. How about a round of applause for this year's seniors? I cannot tell you what an honor it is for me to be here this evening as a third-generation graduate of Leon High School and having spent 16 years of my professional life there as a dean, assistant principal, and principal. It is truly an honor to come home. First, to our parents, thank you. Thank you for entrusting Leon County Schools, and most specifically Leon High School, to the education of your children. I can assure you they are well prepared for life after high school, whatever that may be. At this time, I would like students, will you please stand up? Stand up real quick. You're gonna do me a favor. If you are a parent or a grandparent or helped raise a child in this year's class, will you please stand up? Hey guys, give your parents some love. Some of y'all weren't cheering very hard. I'm not sure what's going to be in your graduation envelope, to be honest with you. It may be empty. All right, have a seat. To Principal Brian and the entire faculty and staff at Leon, cannot thank you enough for seeing these students to the finish line. Your love, care, and compassion for these kids is evident in the work you do each and every day. These young people have been extremely lucky to have had you in their lives. At this time, would all the faculty and staff and the teachers at Leon High School please stand up to be recognized? And to our graduates, the class of 2024, first I'd like to tell you how proud I am of the way you dealt with the adversity of entering into high school to begin with during the middle of a worldwide pandemic. It will certainly make for interesting stories that you will tell your children and your children's children when you get to be older. I'd also like to congratulate you on reaching the first major milestone in your life, your high school graduation. For that, you should be very proud. And thank you for your leadership and for continuing all of Leon High School's wonderful traditions. Most importantly, thank you for making our alma mater a better place for those who will follow in your footsteps. How about a round of applause again for these amazing young people? Believe it or not, just 42 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are sitting tonight. Where are the H's? H, last name H. So there, yep, so young Rocky was sitting somewhere in there, waiting for my name to be called as part of the Leon High School's 75th graduating class. Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot about that ceremony. What I do remember, however, is how anxious and unsure I was about my future and what I would ultimately do for the rest of my life. Well, guys, I have some good news for you. You don't have to figure out the rest of your life right now. You just need to figure out what's next. The rest of your life will take care of itself. Armed with a diploma from Leon High School, which is one of the most respected schools in the country, you are more than prepared academically for whatever your next may be. In addition, having graduated from Leon and joining tens of thousands of other Leon graduates, you automatically have connections you never would have had before. But there's also a sense of responsibility to uphold the traditions of Leon and to represent not only your family, but Leon High School and Tallahassee. Speaking of next, it has come to my attention that several of you have committed yourselves and your immediate future after graduation to serve our country in the armed forces. As a former member of the United States Army, I would like to personally thank you in advance for your service and sacrifice to our great nation. At this time, those of you that have decided to join the armed forces, will you please stand to be recognized? For the rest of the graduates out there that are still a bit unsure, undecided about what you want to do in life, I've been with our district 36 years, and I can tell you that education is the best profession in the world. I've had the career of a lifetime. It has been more than I ever could have asked or hoped for. Nothing is better than helping a young person grow from an awkward adolescent to a confident young adult, as we'll see you walk across the stage tonight. So I ask each of you, yes, selfishly, to consider education as a profession. You will never regret it, and I can assure you when you finish, we will have a job waiting for you. Graduates, before I take a seat, I'm going to offer you 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, you will never have more energy, enthusiasm, hair, teeth, or brain cells than you have at this very moment. God only gave you one body and one mind, and it has to last you the rest of your life. So be sure to take care of it. If you abuse your body today, it will abuse you right back when you get to be my age. Number 2, my favorite word in the English dictionary is perseverance. Perseverance is a big reason I stand as the first Leon High School graduate to serve as superintendent of schools. And that's the never, ever quit attitude. You will be simply amazed by what you can accomplish if you just believe in yourself. Remember, life is not a sprint. It is a journey with many twists, many turns, and yes, many obstacles. Starting tomorrow, begin setting short-term goals and knock them off one at a time until you ultimately reach the finish line. Most importantly, enjoy the journey. It is one heck of a ride. Number 3, you do you. Follow your passion and stay true to yourself. Recently, I heard someone say that the 2 greatest days of your life are the day you were born and the day you discover why. Why was I put on this earth? Now, my young lions, I ask you to go out into the world and discover your why. I promise you it will lead you to happiness and success. And finally, over time, you will most certainly grow old. Never, however, let your dreams grow old with you. May God bless each and every one of you in whatever you decide to do in life, and by your own soul, learn to live. Sing your song, dream your dream, hope your hope, pray your prayer. Leon High School class of 2024, I'm extremely proud of you. Congratulations, God bless you. There's no doubt in my mind you're going to be great, and go Big Red!
It is a difficult task to follow our esteemed superintendent, who is not only a former principal at Leon High School, but also a Leon graduate, but I will attempt to do my best. Good evening and welcome everyone to Leon High School's 117th graduation ceremony. We're glad that you have joined us tonight, and we recognize and celebrate the class of 2024. My name is Michael Bryan, and I am the proud principal of Leon High School. As we begin this evening, I would like to thank many people, but I will start with thanking this year's senior class Vice President Tyler Schnicker for leading us in the pledge, as well as Senior Class President Aria Fisher for her words of welcome. Tyler and Aria, we have been blessed to have your leadership this school year. And speaking of Aria, I would also like to give a big shout out to Aria Fisher and Lucy Kerwin for their commitment to spirit activities and for hosting 2 outstanding pep rallies this year in very challenging circumstances. Your organizational skills, your commitment to excellence, and your calm demeanor under pressure made all of your events a class act. And you know that I know you stand on business. Thank you for all you have done for your school. I would also like to thank several other senior class leaders, beginning with Student Body President Victoria McQueen. Victoria, would you please stand? Where are you? Throughout the year, you've consulted with me, planned with me, included me in every turn, beginning as early as last summer. From your enthusiastic announcements each day, to fundraising events, and to much, much more, your commitment to Leon High School has never wavered. And your commitment to tradition, pride, and excellence was second to none. Victoria, always remember, life is what you make it worthwhile, and make it great. Thank you. Now, will all other senior Student Government Association members please stand? Student government members. Your dedication and commitment to making this school year the best ever was second to none. I greatly appreciate all that you have done. Let's give them a roaring round of applause. You may be seated. Next, I would like to take a moment to recognize the other wonderful individuals on this stage who have worked tirelessly to make tonight's event a reality. First and foremost, our wonderful teachers who will serve us as readers tonight. Would the following teachers please stand? Russell Brown, Emily Kane, Susan Crawford, Scott Evans, Stacy Fabrica, Mindy Fulton, Casey Giglio, Michelle Haddon, Terry McGuire, Carrie Molinaro, Ryan Pennington, Erica Sears, Josh Stewart, Katie Summerlin, and Marty Toohey. Please give them a roaring round of applause as well. You may be seated. Additionally, I would like to thank those who you may not see, but who are vital to this process. Our marshals on the floor are Brian Corbin and Dan Wessner. Would you all wave? Thank you, guys. Providing musical support are our band directors, Lee Commander and Curtis Newsom, and our choral directors, Tabitha Peck and Maggie Smith. Our Marine Corps JROTC program Color Guard is under the direction of Gunnery Sergeant Anthony Reeves and Sergeant Major Russell Brown. And last but certainly not least are our senior sponsors who began working on this event a year ago. Without the hard work and dedication of these individuals, this event would not even be possible. Our senior sponsors are, and you know them, Kate Davis, Kim Garcia, and Susan Holmes. Thank you, ladies, for everything. Furthermore, I'd like to introduce our guidance staff and administrative team. Would the following individuals please stand? Kelly Folmar, Sarah Harris, Sam Norris, Leah Sawyer, Jason Wentz, Riley Bell, Deshaun Hedrington, Tyrone McGriff, Carrie Molinero, and Chris Werfel. You may be seated. We are also joined by our school board members, Alva Smith, Roseanne Wood, Daryl Jones, Laurie Cox, and Marcus Nicholas. And last but certainly not least, our esteemed Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Rocky Hanna. Now let's get on with it. And let me introduce our speakers for tonight. Almost 30 years ago, the students at Leon High School proposed to the School Advisory Council that the traditional recognition of the valedictorian and salutatorian be eliminated. Rather than competing for two top positions, the students felt that all students meeting the highest academic honors should be recognized, and we will do just that in a few minutes as our summa cum laude graduates will be the first to walk across the stage. As a result of that change many years ago, the summa cum laude graduates choose members from their group each year to speak on behalf of the whole class. This year, the summa cum laude graduates have selected Janiyah Salter and Patrick Kuhn. The Summa graduates have made an excellent choice, as they always do. Janiyah and Patrick are not only excellent representatives of the Summa graduates, but also of the class of 2024. Their commitment to themselves, their classmates, Leon High School, and our community at large is a true testament to the spirit of the entire class of 2024. I am so proud of all that you two have accomplished. Janiyah and Patrick, would you please come to the stage for your speeches?
Hey, y'all. I can't believe this is real. The class of 2024 is graduating. We made it. Can I get another round of applause for us, please? As I stand up here tonight, the shock is nearly overwhelming. You'd think that as one of the graduates with the worst senioritis in the whole class, that I'd be good and ready to say goodbye. But this is the hardest thing I've ever done. The beautiful people about to walk this stage is one of the most resilient groups I've ever seen. And now it's finally time we get our well-earned flowers. Friday, March 13th, 2020 was this class's last day of middle school. We had no way to know it at the time, powerless to do anything but watch as our entire lives were pulled 6 feet out of reach. I remember how spring break went from 1 week to 2 to a month to the whole summer until suddenly we were jumping face first into freshman year. Leon High School is known for its traditions. They're what hold the pride together. For the class of 2024, though, our unorthodoxy is what makes us special. Leon is, from our dystopian From our dystopian freshman year spent attached to our beloved Chromebooks, to our well-earned senior year, to say our last 4 years were a movie would be a serious understatement. High School Movie ain't got nothing on us. We have learned to navigate and grow and exist in a world that's constantly changing around us. In all the unease and the chaos of the last 4 years, this class has had a remarkable way of standing 10 toes down, unshaken, and unbothered. We legit just got jumped by not one, not two, but 3 tornadoes, 1 week before our last day of school, and we came back, steady on our Zoom like nothing even happened. We have found light and joy in utter darkness, like when we had a concert and a pep rally in the dark. We have changed our communities, our cute little town, and each other. We have created a community so beautiful amongst us that it is electric. It's electric as you watch the roar restored on the football field. It will live on forever in memories of epic senior skip days that we definitely did not have, Miss Hedrington. It's obvious in the way we support and inspire one another as we follow our dreams, shatter records, start businesses, serve our community, and beat the odds in every single way. The last 4 years have been so very long, but they have also made us into the people we are today. We are the epitome of strength, talent, dedication, innovation, character, and perseverance. We are Leon Lions, and to be a Lion is to be extraordinary. The Lions about to cross the stage tonight are exceptional. And as much as we've done, though, there is no way we could have done it alone. So now, of course, I gotta say thank you. Thank you to my fellow classmates who chose to let me have the mic tonight. Thank you to all our teachers and educators for choosing our education, for pushing us even when our senioritis was fighting with 2 hands. Thank you to all the coaches who molded our character and taught us that our heart will always matter more than any scoreboard. Thank you to all you lovely graduates for not giving up. No matter how many reasons we had to give up and throw in the towel, we made it, and we helped each other make it. Thank you to all the people we met in the hallways and the bathrooms when we needed a mid-class walk. Thank you to the hall monitors for letting us have a mid-class walk. Shout out to you, Coach Wills, wherever you are. Thank you to the faculty and staff of Leon for making our school a safe place. To my family, thank you. Thank you for doing the last 4 years with me. Thank you for showing me how to shoot for the moon and encouraging me to shoot for the stars instead. Thank you for holding my hand when life literally knocked my teeth out. And thank you for not disowning me after any of the car wrecks. Thank you to my friends for becoming my family. In our years here, we have built a community of survivors, one stronger than a pandemic, than the hurricane, than the tornadoes, than any and all obstacles we faced. Thank you for helping me build that and letting me be a part of it. Thank you to the school on the red clay hills for so many memories. Now, as the master yapper I am, I could stand up here and talk forever. But of all things, I am most grateful for the fact that as soon as we walk out of those doors, we will be good and graduated. Big grad, not the little one. So let me not drag out the process anymore. To the people who helped us get here, thank you. To the class of 2024, the amazing people in beautiful red robes, I am so proud to be one of you. I am so proud of you. Here's to 4 years of epic stories, and here's to so many more years of beautiful adventures. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Good evening. Some of you may be surprised to see me up here representing Leon without my signature red tank top and white short shorts. But don't worry, I've got them on underneath my gown. I am truly humbled and honored to have been chosen by my peers to address you all on this happy occasion. To the family members, faculty, staff, friends, and distinguished guests in attendance, you have molded and positively influenced a bright and talented group of young adults that are immensely thankful for your support. A very special shout out to my parents, my brothers Luke and Jack, and my extended family whose unconditional love has been the very best gift I could have ever received. Fellow graduates, our 4 years passed quicker than the sprint required to catch the 5th period bell after lunch. Now the time has come for us to celebrate, reflect upon, and appreciate our time as Leon Lions. Our beloved school on the hill is steeped in history and tradition. Founded in 1831, some 193 years ago, Mr. Kothi, correct me if my math is wrong, Leon is the oldest public high school in Florida. As graduates, we are about to be part of something bigger than just our class. we will forever be intertwined with a talented and accomplished alumni base that transcends demographics. Olympians, politicians, actors, professional athletes, archaeologists, authors, and punk rock guitarists have preceded us. An impressive and inspiring lot, no doubt. May we be inclined to walk boldly in the footsteps of Leon giants like Governor Leroy Collins, whose courage to champion desegregation established him as a visionary leader ahead of his time. His legacy compels us to challenge the status quo and lead with conviction. His strength illustrates a Leon Lion's ability to go against the pride, advocate for what is right, and stay true to themselves. I'm looking forward to seeing how we will do the same. And doers we have proven ourselves to be. The accolades earned by the class of 2024 are extraordinary. Among us, we have 7 National Merit finalists. Our dance marathon organization raised a record-setting $181,000 for those with pediatric illness at Shands Hospital. The boys' tennis team advanced to state, and we have arms that can throw a shot put crazy far and a baseball crazy fast. The Marching Redcoats continued their tradition of superior ratings at MPA. Our football team started the season 5-0 for the first time since 1985, and I was able to help the cross-country team get 3rd place at state this past year. Collectively, we are a diverse and passionate group. Each one of us can attest to the breadth of talent in a variety of disciplines that fills the crowded, narrow halls of Leon High School. Steel drums, SGA, Lions United, Pierian, Theater Yearbook, JROTC, Culinary Arts, there truly is something for everyone at Leon, including a sense of belonging. We are grateful to our teachers and staff for cultivating a learning environment that encourages growth and lifelong curiosity. Your passion and love for what you do instills a respect and genuine appreciation within students that makes it hard to fathom the idea of specializing in just one field in the future. Nobody can craft a Socratic seminar like Ms. Rhodey Lawson, find an excuse for a European vacation like Ms. Davis, or give a 50-minute inspirational monologue like Mr. Stewart. Thank you for imparting these important life lessons. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, whether that be college, trade school, the military, or other meaningful work, it is imperative that we stay true to the Leon values of pride, tradition, and excellence, while also staying true to ourselves. As Oscar Wilde once cautioned, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Illustrious visions of wealth and status may cloud our judgment, but we must be authentic and pursue what fuels us, what gives us joy, what makes a difference. That quote on the second floor reminds us that we can be whoever we want, so let's commit to becoming the very best versions of ourselves. My time at Leon has helped me find purpose and perspective through these formative years. And while I'm no Marcus Aurelius or Will Windsor, here are some takeaways I found helpful while a student at the school on the hill. Don't be afraid to go off the beaten path. Taking the proverbial road less traveled may present new opportunities and possibilities you never imagined. This may include a photo shoot with an alligator. True story. Embrace obstacles. There will undoubtedly be challenges and pain that come our way. Learn to reframe as opportunities instead of barriers. When you fail, give yourself grace. We deserve it. Cherish personal connections. My grandparents have a sign in their house that I've long admired that reads, "The most important things in life aren't things." To my Leon cross-country and track and field teammates, there's no group of people I would have rather spent every afternoon sweating profusely in the red clay hills of Tallahassee than with you. And to all the Lions who have shared their knowledge, perspectives, wit, and kindness, thank you. May we always value our friendships. Find a mentor who motivates you to hone your talent. As Steve Prefontaine once said, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. Coach Wills, thank you for holding me accountable and motivating me to earn that coveted smile and nod after a race. Let's aspire to pay that feeling forward. Set incremental goals and celebrate your wins. Be patient and trust that your grit and perseverance will pay off. After all, the Leon gym wasn't rebuilt in a day. And above all else, believe that you can do hard things, because you already have. We started our freshman year in the throes of a pandemic, Zoom classes, mask mandates, social distancing, and now we leave as graduates confident in the belief that we are indeed essential members of our community. This is a testament to the transformative power of Leon and our support systems. So, class of 2024, as we venture forth and scatter across cities, states, and even continents, may we thrive, connected by our shared experiences and driven by our common values of tradition, pride, and excellence. We have etched our mark on the beautiful tapestry that is our school's history and eagerly anticipate how we can positively impact the future. Here's to new beginnings and the hopeful possibilities that wait. Best of luck and congratulations, Lions. We've crossed this finish line, but there are many more to come.
I don't know when I've heard better speeches at a graduation. Thank you, guys. Tradition, pride, and excellence, that seems to be a theme. It should be our theme always. As I mentioned at the beginning of the program, this is the 117th graduating class of Leon High School. For many high schools, it's a big deal if a senior has had a parent or maybe a grandparent graduate from the same school. For the past several years, Leon High School has had members of the senior class who are second, third, fourth, and fifth generation graduates. Very few schools can make this claim. You can see by the notations in the graduation program how many graduates are Leon legacies. Members of the audience, if you are a Leon High School graduate, please stand. Class of 2024, look around you. You are about to join this family that is thousands members strong. You will gain strength from this enormous family, but you will also be expected to help the others that follow maintain the Leon traditions. Tradition, pride, and excellence extend far beyond the walls of the school. With great privilege comes great responsibility. Thank you all for standing. In the graduation program, there are multiple notations by students' names that indicate the variety of awards and recognitions that they have achieved. I would like to publicly recognize the students that have achieved various levels of honor graduate status at this time. Graduates with distinction have achieved a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.0 to 3.49. They are wearing a white honor cord. At this time, will you please stand? You may be seated. Graduates with honors have achieved a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.5 to 3.69. They are wearing a black honor cord. At this time, would you please stand? You may be seated. Cum laude graduates have achieved a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.7 to 3.79. They are wearing an antique gold honor cord. Would you please stand at this time? You may be seated. Magna cum laude graduates have achieved a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.8 to 3.89. They are wearing a silver honor cord. At this time, would you also please stand? You may be seated. And finally, our top academic honor, summa cum laude graduates have achieved a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.9 to 4.0. They are wearing a bright gold honor cord. At this time, would you all please stand? You may be seated. Class of 2024, 4 years ago, you were challenged as freshmen to make the commitment to be in this place tonight and to become high school graduates. But if you remember, that commitment that year, 2020, was compromised beyond what any of you could have imagined. Because of the worldwide pandemic, many of you were not even in the building at Leon to start your high school experience as ninth graders. But here you are. Now flash forward 4 years to the weather events of May 10th, which caused you to miss a couple of crucial days of school and perhaps postpone a test. But still, you are here. The best word to describe this has been mentioned already, and that word is resiliency. There is no substitute for your commitment and dedication to finish what you started. You, however, are not done yet, and it is now time for next steps, as Patrick said, whatever they may be. But please remember this, it is not your intellectual power that will carry you now, but continued hard work, life experiences, and a commitment to serving others in all that you do. One of my favorite quotes by Albert Schweitzer says it best, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know, the only ones among you who will be truly happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." Seniors, I am very proud of all that you have accomplished, so let's get on with it. Before we begin awarding the diplomas, I would ask each of you in the audience to remember that although this is the time to celebrate, it's also a dignified ceremony. Each student who walks across the stage tonight deserves the respect and acknowledgement of their accomplishment. Therefore, we are asking kindly that everyone maintain a professional demeanor and avoid any behavior that would detract from this ceremony. Summa graduates, would you please rise and lead your fellow classmates? Board members, Mr. Superintendent, and assistant principals, please take your places on stage. And Mrs. Molinaro, please come to the podium and get us started.
Let Tyrone do that.
Olivia Kathleen Akavine, summa cum laude. Hayden Caroline Beavis, summa cum laude. Jordan Haley Loie Blodgett, summa cum laude. Alexander James Christensen Butler, summa cum laude. Strider James Campbell, summa cum laude. Quinn Achilles Karaskia, summa cum laude. Helen Elizabeth Kahn, summa cum laude. Sarah Grace Darcy, summa cum laude. Jason Dong, summa cum laude. Walter Thomas Haber, summa cum laude. Annalisa Duval Hatfield, summa cum laude. Vaughn Arwen Pussenball Hawerje, summa cum laude. Lucille Lynn Kerwin, summa cum laude. Annika Meissner Kohler, summa cum laude. Patrick Leary Kuhn, summa cum laude. Gerard Jerome Husayan Latehayas, summa cum laude. Yen Chao Liu, summa cum laude. Riley Ann Long, summa cum laude. Alexia Shavante Lurie, summa cum laude. Riley Mai Wynn McFadden, summa cum laude. Mila Jolie Mullen, summa cum laude. William Colin Nestor, summa cum laude. Fong Van Nguyen, summa cum laude. Kat Tong Nguyen, summa cum laude. Dave H. Patel, summa cum laude. Asia Nicole Perche, summa cum laude. Janaya Brianna Salter, summa cum laude. Tyler William Schnitker, summa cum laude.
Ava Rose Sears, summa cum laude.
Max Harrison Simmons, summa cum laude. Rebecca Michelle Smith, summa cum laude. William Jeffrey Springer, summa cum laude.
Emma Lynn Stewart, summa cum laude.
Eli Philip Strayer, summa cum laude.
Noah Peter Baker Summerlin, summa cum laude.
Eli Tansig, summa cum laude. Jillian Lee Tran, summa cum laude. Davis Harold Wagnon, summa cum laude. Ansley Brooke Wiggins, summa cum laude. William Allen Windsor, summa cum laude.
Martavius Jerome Baker. Ansley Nicole Lease. Duncan Rollins Reed. Kamarian Jalen Seabrooks. Jazara Cassia Stevens. Ariana Simone Thomas. Marie Denise Thomas.
Amelia Rose Ackerman. August Meyer Adams. Cole Jackson Adams. Charles Markel Agee. Madison Diane Alarcon Duque, magna cum laude. Samantha Elise Albert, with distinction. Christian Howard Audihe Alcos, with distinction. Kivran Rena Alderman, with distinction. Johanna Mercedes Aldiva. Amy Brooke Allen, with distinction. Landon Russell Allen. India Marie Anderson. Solomon Evan Anderson. Francine Stacy Aragon, magna cum laude. Logan Lane Atkinson, magna cum laude. Quinn Violet Atkinson, with distinction. Claire Elizabeth Barber, cum laude. Kiera Monique Barksdale. Thomas Barrett. Ethan Oscar Bass, cum laude. Paul Ayers Beckham. Yasmin Narelle Beachy, cum laude. Isaac Nishul Bejum. magna cum laude. Omari Xavier Bennett. Soren Paul David Berry with distinction. Kripa Jayesh Bhatt with distinction. Elijah Alexander Bigham. Isaiah Alexander Bigham.
Caleb Heath Blum. Zathan Aries Bonnie. Joshua Aaron Bounds with distinction. Natalie Rose Bowen with honors. Richard James Bowen. Randy Jemai Brent. Maya Celeste Brickler. Tristan Blake Britton. Benjamin Lee Brooks, magna cum laude. Kogan Aston Brown with distinction. Nairi Brown with distinction. Grace Renee Brown. Jazaria Yvonne Brown. Journey Adasia Brown. Nevea Brown. Lanisha Jaquel Bruton. Kendall Grace Budd with honors. William Scotton Bullock with distinction. Mary Elizabeth Bussey with honors. Gavin Tristan Bird. Queen Jaquel Antoinette Birdsong. Alan Sanchez Cabrera. J. Mackay Campbell, cum laude. Cynthia Cardona Ponce with distinction. Pamela Armani Carazana with distinction. Sophie Carter, cum laude. Lauren Faye Carter. Kenneth David Carver. Fernanda Castillo with distinction. Maria Charlize Louise Castro with honors.
Dinah Rose Causey with distinction. Isabella Chase Kayer, magna cum laude. Natalia Sadio. Antonio Dievis Chambers. Chloe Ann Chapman with distinction. Samantha Catherine Cheatham with honors. Joseph Anthony Christie. Bradley Michael Church. Murphy Keller Cintron with distinction. Jake Ryan Klinger. Seth Randall Cobb with honors. Denaja Kwane Michelle Cohen. Jasmine Victoria Cohen. Kendall Madison Cook. Miranda U. Corley, cum laude. Kennedy Rosemarie Cornelius. Darren Trey Cox. Carson Chase Da Silva, magna cum laude. Emma Marie Davis with honors. Gavin Nathaniel Davis with honors. Bryce London Davis with distinction. Chase Hanson Davis with distinction. Christian Davis. Jacob Davis. Sincere Dickey. Zariah Trinity Dickey. David Michael Dixon with honors.
Tate Dixon. Leo Dong. Grantham Walker Durham. Lauren Christina Isley. Takira Opramis Eason. Matthew Jeremiah Edwards. Simon Ikizi. James Michael Islisme Baptiste. Kathleen Giselle Elavir Heymarer with distinction. Mason Ann Evans, magna cum laude. Amelia Janae Favors. Danielle Sharon Federick. Zariah Vision Felix. Andres Alberto Fernandez with honors. Naya Ferdicia Fishburne. Aria Gabrielle Fisher with distinction. Destiny Princess Flag. Raven Labriska Ford. Eubanks Ford Foster. Erin Nicole Francis with honors. Josue Alejandro Franco Johnson. Camille Jasmine Friel. Tariq David Gaines. Hema Rebecca Garcia with distinction. Philip Michael Garcia with distinction. Harmony Denise Garner. Zanaya Lishay Garnier. Emily Jordan Garrison with honors. Reminisce Fertira Gavin. Caleb Mackay Gilmore.
Ethan David Ging with honors. Sarah Beth Gould-Alt. Joshua Xavier McKees Gonzalez. Bryce James Google with distinction. Shay Ryan Graham with distinction. Renaya Cache Green Hartfield. Mallory Howard Greisel with honors. Chloe Amelia Griffiths. Mary Elizabeth Grace Gwaltney with honors. Amelia Grace Hagens, magna cum laude. Alvin Eugene Hall. Tristan Ivy Hall. Xavier M. Hall Agee. Zeta Pearl Hannawell with honors. Genesis Andrea Harper, with distinction. Alexis Fraley Harrell, with distinction. Bruce Antoine Harrell. John Thomas Harrington, with distinction. Michaela Grace Harris. Luther Daniel Hartman, with distinction. Alexandra Elizabeth Hartman. Leanne Tracy Hartman. Cadence Ashley Hartsfield. Layla Renee Hay. Kaylin Anne-Marie Haynes, with distinction. Caleb Alexander Hurd. Everett Jackson Heckman, with distinction. Juliet Sterling Heckman, with distinction.
Bailey Elaine Heindel, with distinction.
Seda Alexis Hembry, cum laude.
Tegan Marie Hemingway. Kennedy Marie Henderson, with distinction. DeRoderick Jerron Hepburn, with distinction. Sebastian Irigoyen, with honors. Brantley Hewitt, with distinction. Asher Richard Height. Josephine Carlisle Height, with distinction. Tanaya Rihanna Hill. Brianna Janae Hires. Charlie Ann Holgan. Curtis Luke Holland, with distinction. Layla Lintrell Holton, with distinction. Elena Joy Houghton, magna cum laude. Sarah Beth Howard, with honors. Dariah Howell, with distinction. Maori Jade Howell, with distinction. William Evan Huffman, magna cum laude. Clayton Russell Honeywell. Jessica Wynn. Erin Chelsea Ingram, with honors. Falashade Fashola Ianu, with honors. Jaden Leon Izquierdo. Riyadh Abdel Jabber, with distinction. Alana Janae Jackson, with distinction. Angelina Elizabeth Jackson, with distinction. Michaela James, with distinction. Kafil Hakeem Jefferson, with distinction.
Julia Mary Pickney Jenkins with distinction. Jordan Sandy Jenkins. Felicia Samantha Johannes. Maya Celeste Johns with honors. Tiana Amory Johnson. Dominic Gabriel Johnson. Alexandra Marie Jones, cum laude. Joshua Lamar Jones. Kamari Dwayne Jones. Sarah Elise Jones. Bailey Rose Kelly. Phoenix David James Kimball. Teresa Suzanne Kimbler with distinction. Sophia June Kimbrell. Davis Jackson King, cum laude. Trevor Mackay King with distinction. Mary Ellen Nancy Kleekamp, magna cum laude. Roman Alexander Kosurik with honors. Georgia Alexis Kubiak with distinction. Zaira Faith Kyler. Benjamin Paul Lacombe with honors. Emma Grace Lambert. Meredith Durio Large with honors. Anaya Denise Larkins with distinction. Nicholas Brady Larson. Teresa Leckinger with honors. Clement H.C. Lee Serson with distinction. Lucas Graham Light with distinction. Gisela Christabel Lincecum with distinction. Mary Elizabeth Lloyd. Maddie Jane Lloyd. Sarah Monica Ludgate with distinction.
That's Gil Carlos. All right, Gil Carlos Lupnian. Trevon Akeem Laurie. Naheem Alexander Mack. Mary Bradley McGill, cum laude. James Patrick McGill. Dylan Francis James McGuire, magna cum laude. Isa Wakanu Mena. Madeline Robin Mananasa with honors. Jabia Michelle Maps. George Spencer Marsh, magna cum laude. Violet Ophelia Marsh. Carlos Dwayne Martin. Cody Michael Martinez with distinction. Julia Martinez, Portugal. Avery Ann Mason. Elizabeth Kiera Joy Massey with honors. Eli William Mass, magna cum laude. Carbus Centel Maynard. Alexandra Sharon Lucille McQuinn. Javante Marshawn McCray. Azira Patricia McCurdy with distinction. Liam Timothy McGann, magna cum laude. Jake Duncan McKee with honors. Catherine Bridges McGibbon, magna cum laude. Ava Lorraine McCown with honors. Lucas James McMaster with distinction. Luke Aubrey McMillian with distinction. Oscar Grant McMillan with distinction. Tyler and Marie McMullen with Victoria Chanel McQueen with honors. Kingston Jerome Maggie with distinction.
Winter Princess Fang Maryland with distinction. Harrison Merrill with distinction. Brandon Jerome Merritt. Jack Middleton. Liliana Grace Milan with honors. Charles Michael Miller, cum laude. Glenda Flora Miller. Nina Mitzi Margaret Naras Manet, magna cum laude. Gwendolyn Elzora Monday Miller with distinction. Camille Siobhan Montgomery with distinction. Taylor Celestine Moody with distinction. Abigail Drew Mooney. Samuel Mora with distinction. Adream Anamias Morales. Spencer Kylo Moran with distinction. Natalie Renee Moulton. Shaya Denise Murray. Amir Musa Nabulsi. Troy Edward Najowski. Jorday Elenes Ramser Nance with honors. Jordan Olam Ramser Nance with distinction. Anthony Carl Nash. Jaylee Hunter Neese with distinction. Matthew Perry Nelson. Gordon Mitchell Nicholson, magna cum laude. Thomas Jackson Knoll with honors. Azaria Kamora Nicole Nolan with honors. Joseph Tate North with distinction. Jakari Malik Norton. Micah Charla Shante Nunn with distinction. Thomas Lyman Oberlin, cum laude. Tyler Mahaska O'Kelly with honors. Ogo Chukwu Chia Goziem Okonkwo. Amaya Shanae Oliver. Skylar Marnay Osborne.
Isaiah Jamal Owens. Katie Lee Park. Sophia Elizabeth Parker with honors. Jemiah Nikiria Parker with distinction. Tyree Carlton Parks. Christina Helene Parsons with honors. Bryson Wesley Pate. Amir Deshawn Penn. Abigail Celeste Perez. Alejandra Perez with distinction. Caitlin Yvette Peterson with distinction. Celia Ann Peterson. Dylan D. Fan with distinction. Adanya Dene Melissa Philippe. Taylor Jameson Phillips, with distinction. Sierra Mariah Phillips. Harrison Alexander Pingree, with distinction. Aquentus Krishan Pittman. Khalil Xavius Planter. Della Grace Poole. Sonia Rahamad Praser. David Walter Prather, magna cum laude. Michael Jean Prindeville, magna cum laude. Samuel Bernard Pruden, with distinction. Grace Olivia Puckett, with honors. Matthew Thomas Pudva. Jameson Charles Rabin, with distinction. Caden Ragsdale, cum laude. Zur Ramos Claudio, cum laude. Maya Elizabeth Rawls, cum laude. Tyler William Ray, with distinction. Drayden Eli Reams, with distinction. Michael Henry Reams, with distinction. Dylan Thomas Reed, with distinction. Nathan Andrew Reed, with distinction. Trenton Lee Reeves. Liana Sylvia Rieger, magna cum laude. Jakishia Aaliyah Riley. Jetsy Helen Riley. Grady Campbell Ring. Gabriel Rios, with distinction. Noah Paulo Robertson, with distinction. Reagan Page Robertson, with distinction. Jamin Thomas Robinson, with distinction. Donovan Michael Robinson. Devin Joseph Robinson. Jeremiah O'Neill Robinson. Devin Maurice Rogan. Tarcia Leal Racon. Megan Jacqueline Roper, with distinction. Emily Marie Rudd, with distinction. Kaylee Brianne Sandell, magna cum laude. Makai Jovan Sanders. Reagan Diane Sanders. Katya Marie Sanford, with distinction. Audrey Ann Sauls, cum laude. James Henry Sauls, cum laude. Dejan Lee Savage. Cameron Robin Sawyer, cum laude. Sidian Schofel. Lila Grace Schroeder, cum laude. Quentin Alexander Scott, with distinction. DeMarco Quiontes Scott. Micah Lena Scott.
Jackson Loram Sears, cum laude. Tiffany Louise Seaton with distinction. Kayla Marie C. Yasmin Ali Shabana with distinction. Corby Isaiah Shaw. Gideon Michael Sheets. Wyatt Jarrett Shively with distinction. Donovan Steele Shoemate with honors. Tori Joan Seiler. Baraka Jakari Simpson with distinction. Elizabeth Vera Mary Singleton. Noble Lee Sissel with distinction. Terry Russell Smallwood. Deron Pierre Smith. Namaya Ayana Smith. Eric Patrick Smith with honors. Kate Hadley Woodliff Smith, magna cum laude. Lauren Ashley Smith with distinction. Mackenzie Janae Smith. Gavin Nathan Socolo, magna cum laude. Kendall Holly Socolo with distinction. Andrew Irwin Somerset, magna cum laude. Reagan Nicole Spates. Carter Stiesel Spears with distinction. Haley Jane Spires with distinction. Claire Elizabeth Standridge with distinction. Kaylee Ann Strelo with distinction. Kylie Brooke Strickland. Ian Dante Swanson, magna cum laude. Briley Gaines Taylor, cum laude. Ander Lee Taylor. Richard Allen Taylor. Devin Deshawn Thomas.
Ariana Janae Thompson with distinction. Skylar Ronald Thrash. Zybrea Sine Tinson with distinction. Canario Ashari Marie Tolbert, cum laude. Talon Hart Torregrosa. Kaylin Thuwin Tran with distinction. Maria Valenzuela. John Reese Venom. Vermari Lauren Vilsaint Edwards. Taylor Imani Wade. Nicholas Craig Wall, cum laude. Sabrina Quinn Warren with distinction. Kaylin Yvonne Washington Lewis. Brenton Von Keith Weaver. David James Wellman, cum laude. Carlos Harold West III. Maximus Albert Wester. John Francis Wild. Kylie Wilder with distinction. Sumner Boyd Wiley, magna cum laude. Diamond Armani Williams with distinction. Amaya Brianna Williams. Gregory Lamar Williams. Kiera Tiana Williams. Mackenzie Brianne Williams. Zion Ventress Williams. Kyla Xavier Willis. Nolan Matthew Stewart Wilson. Anna Grace Winton. Anaya Sharnice Wood. Jordan Lorenzo Woods. Joseph Lamar Ching Woolley. Jayla Milan Worrell, cum laude. Ariana Micaiah Weich. Parker Avery Wyman Delmonico, cum laude. And Janasia Akia Yan.
You beat me to it. Leon High School class of 2024, would you please stand? And now, by the power vested in me by the Superintendent of Schools, the Leon County School Board, the state of Florida, and having met all of the requirements for graduation, I now pronounce you graduates of Leon High School. Please turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Leon High School's 117th graduating class, the class of 2024.